You fought with it all day. At the desk, in the meeting, over dinner, half listening, mid-shampoo, in the mirror before bed. And then tonight, mid-shampoo, there it was. Complete. Like it had been waiting for you to stop looking. Last week, I promised you this file, and I said it was sweeter than you'd think. Here's the sweet part. That wandering mind of yours was never slacking. It was the undoing of the real work. So let's rewind, not to the shower, to 9 a.m. when the problem first showed up. Watch what she does. It's exactly what you do, and it's exactly why it doesn't work yet. 9 a.m. coffee's still hot. She sits down at the board with the problem mapped out in her own handwriting, and she stares at it, hard. This is the part everyone's taught. Focus harder, want it more, don't look away until it breaks. 9:40. A call. 3 faces waiting for the good idea, and a clock quietly running in the corner of the screen. Pressure, a deadline, an audience. That's close to the worst possible weather for this particular kind of thinking. Nobody tells you that part going in. By 11, the board is a graveyard. One idea after another, circled, considered, crossed out. The version of this story where she muscles through on sheer will? This isn't that story. Nobody's actually is. Lunch is just scrolling. Not resting, not thinking. That specific kind of numb you do to your own brain when you're avoiding a problem instead of solving one. 4 p.m. A staring contest with a blinking cursor. The cursor does not blink first. Evening, dishes. And for exactly half a second, doing something that has nothing to do with the problem, something almost arrives. She reaches for it. And it's gone. Just gone. If that's ever happened to you, you already know how that half-second feels. That almost thought wasn't nothing. It's the first visible sign of something working underneath, outside her control, and outside yours. There's a name for it, incubation, and the effect is real. Decades of studies pulled together in one big review agree. It's strongest for exactly her kind of problem, too. The open-ended, come-up-with-something-kind problem. Her brain was already running the one strategy that actually works. She just couldn't watch it happen. So, let's go watch it for her. Walk with her a second. Nothing important, just checking the mail. But watch behind her. Somewhere she can't see. Something just opened up. There's a real, well-mapped network in the brain that switches on specifically when you're not focused on a task. When you're walking, daydreaming, doing dishes. Neuroscientists call it the default mode network. And it isn't idle. It's doing background work that focused thinking can't, quietly connecting things that don't obviously belong together. In an actual study, people were handed a hard creative problem, then split 3 ways. A demanding break, no break at all, or the most boring task the researchers could design, built specifically to let the mind wander. That last group came back and solved the problem best, by a wide margin. Their minds hadn't stopped working on it, they'd just stopped being told to. So why didn't lunch count? She took a break then too, because scrolling isn't boring in the useful way. It's 100 tiny new things fighting for your attention, one after another. Your mind can't wander off if it keeps getting handed something new to look at. And the call at 9:40? Judgment is the other shutdown switch. The instant an idea has to be good in front of people, on the spot, the wandering stops and the guarding starts. So the busiest room in her entire day isn't the one with the whiteboard in it. It's the one she doesn't know exists. So here's the correction, and it's a good one. Trying harder was never the fix for this kind of problem. It was the block. Every minute she spent glaring at that board, she was holding the workshop door shut, without ever knowing it. That guilty wandering you keep apologizing for was never you failing to work. That makes complete sense, actually. That night, she gives up. Officially. Closes the laptop, tells herself she'll figure it out tomorrow, and doesn't sound very convinced saying it. 7:14 the next morning. Water running. No deadline in the room, nothing to perform for, nobody watching. Just heat, noise, and a mind that's finally allowed to be off-duty. People have noticed this exact moment for a very long time. Archimedes supposedly had his own version in a bathtub 22 centuries ago. Call that a legend, not a lab result. But the pattern is clearly old, and that's when it shows up. Whole. Not a fragment, the entire thing assembled. Like it had been waiting for the one moment she stopped standing guard at the door. Why the shower specifically? Privacy, mostly. You can't check your phone in there, so nothing steals the wandering back. Add warm water relaxing the body, and a task so familiar your hands don't need supervising either. Some of it may be a small dopamine lift too, though the research on that part is thinner than the internet would have you believe. File it under probably, not proven. Now, you can't schedule a shower revelation, but you can build a few more doors like it into an ordinary day. 3 small ones. 1. An actually boring walk. Phone left behind. Not a podcast, not a call. Boring on purpose, so nothing competes with the wandering. 2. 1 chore a day with no screen for company. Let your hands stay busy, and let your mind go wherever it wants. No judging where it goes. 3. The shower you're already taking. Just don't rush it. And leave the phone on the counter. You're not stalling, you're opening the door. If your best ideas keep arriving at the worst possible times, the shower, the drive, half asleep, that was never chaos. That's just where the door happens to be. And now you know how to build more of them. The like helps, but send this one to whoever in your life says, "I'm just not a creative person." They are. They've just never been given permission to stop trying so hard. Tell me in the comments, where does your best idea always show up? I collect those here in the watch room. Subscribe if you'd like to catch whatever I dig up next. There's always something. Until then, be gentle with yourself, and maybe take the long way to the mailbox. I'm Sage, and I'll be right here.